Hello, is there anybody out there? Have we got people live already? Where are we? I gotta get the. Just gotta get the messages up. See if anybody's on here. Live chat. Hello, Miss Erica. How you doing? Yeah, it is very stuck energy at the moment. Very Scorpio-ish kind of energy I feel is around at the moment. But I've got to work. So I'm hoping I'm going to be able to channel, because if I'm honest, I'm feeling a lot of blocks and a lot of frustration. So, can be very difficult. Hi, April B. Yes, you finally did catch me live. Hope you guys can hear all right. I'd rather not really be on camera at the moment for a little while, so you might see the readings being that way. I just don't really want to face the public at the minute. Can't be asked to get ready and all that crap for the camera. Hi Kelly, hi everybody. I've just got to do a couple of things first. Hold on a minute, I've got to share this on social media. I'll be back with you in a second, hold on. How do I get rid of the chat? Share it on my Facebook for my friends. And then I'll be right with you. And then we're going to look at what we can. So put your intentions out there while you're waiting. Put your intentions of people that you might want to hear from. Hopefully you guys have joined the button. And then you can leave me your names and stuff. Where are we? Live chat. Right, we're finally kind of set up. Hi everybody. So we've got a name of Ted. Let me get my pad out. So we've got a Ted. So what I'm going to do is what I've decided, because there's a lot of people and a lot of spirits and I get completely swarmed by them at times. I'm just going to put the intentions out of the name, and then if they want to approach and come forward, then they can, but I can just never guarantee it. This is why I don't do this privately and get people to pay a load of money, and that I can never really guarantee if there's going to be a message or not. So we've got Ted. If Ted wants to come forward, I will put the intentions out in a minute. I've got to grasp everybody's messages of people. You might have to leave the names a couple of times to get my attention on you, because there's a lot of people that normally comment. Hi Crooks Towel. Where are we? Can you channel my granddaddy? So I'm going to need the net. Oh, that is Ted, right? Okay. Hi from Pennsylvania. Hi Carolyn. So have we got any more names from people? You're going to have to leave them all again. Hi Kaya, thanks for joining or giving donations. Thank you so much. Just a very quick one for you guys. Everybody, hi Danielle, has been wanting me to get Cash App. So now I do have Cash App. Everybody always asks me when they want a personal reading or anything, they all say, have you got Cash App? Have you got Cash App? A year or two ago, Cash App wasn't available in the UK, but apparently it is now. So I actually do have that thing that you guys call Cash App. But all you need to do in order to be able for me to give you a message is join the button. It's $2 or $3. It really doesn't cost you a lot. You just need to go below. It says join for perks, and then hopefully you will get a message that comes through. So we've got one from Danielle as well, which is Tonya, was it? Tonya Jackson. So you've got Ted and Tonya Jackson. So just one, if you can, April. I'll have to do it another time. I just don't want to call upon too many. John, Karen, Grace, Bill, Mandy. That can't be one name. pick one. We'll go with John, because I always say Dave, so John. 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 From Adam. I think this works this way, because I've, I mean, you know me, I was absolutely godsmacked last time when that little girl came up, which was Rebecca, and she always hangs around me, that little girl, Rebecca. And then someone asked, how did she die? And I said, in a fire. Yeah, so she's around again. Yeah. So I don't know how this works, because I've never really done it on a good, well, I've done it a few times, but not when there's so many people, because I normally get swarmed by them when they know. Oh, right, so let's go with Ted for a start. Ted, have we got anything, Ted, if you want to say anything? Speeding, something to do with speed. Was he a Cancerian or a Life Path 7? Speed. So let me see what he's trying to say. Speed, which would be speeding. I don't know, I'm hearing, well, if these messages relate to you at all, then they don't have to be the name I've called out. But I'm hearing someone that's trying to get me to look at speeding fine, a car, Cancerian, Life Path 7, speeding down a road. Maybe Rhodes Island, from Ireland, or Rhodes, Louisiana. May have been in a car accident, but something to do with a car again. Speeding ticket, speeding fine. Thank you all for joining, really appreciate it. Speeding, speed. So this person here, I keep looking at that did or does take drugs. Still can't tell if it's a channeled message of people that are watching, but like speed, okay, taking and you know Dexedrine or speed, okay, so it may have been involving something to do with around driving under the influence of maybe drink or drugs, and I'm hearing speed. So that kind of gets me to look at the two people, which was Keanu Reeves. So anybody that was Keanu or K or R in their name, K or R, or the other one, Sandra or Bullock, Sandra, who died was when I was 3 under the... So this is what I need you to guys to do, okay, because this works better. If I'm saying something and it comes up, let me know, and then I can go with the flow of who that is, okay, because I can grab that message, segregate it, and go with the flow. So my father who died when I was 3 under mysterious circumstances. Okay, so I don't know. So I'm going cold, so there's a sign. Something to do with signposts. So they keep saying signpost, Cancerian, driving, maybe under the influence, drugs here. Could be from like Louisiana or somewhere like that, or Lucy. Could have been a Capricorn. So they're getting me to look at like toxic behavior of drugs and alcohol, drinking, roads. Is that relating to anybody? Okay, so let's go on. Anybody else want to come through with a strong message? Anybody? Any spirits want to come through and let the people that are watching know what anything that you want to tell them? Them, Emily, Melissa, Maria, Michael Jackson. Jackson, okay. Toya Jackson. Okay, for some reason, this would obviously be obvious, but this is normally how it starts. Who was Michael Jackson's sister? Janet. Something to do around Janet Jackson. Jackie Janet Jackson. And also Madonna, bringing up references of like in the era of Madonna, and also, well, I'm going really cold. So this person's getting me to look at like Madonna, and in that era of not so much Michael Jackson, but more Janet Jackson, and it keeps getting me to look at like rosy cheeks, how Madonna used to dress up, like with makeup on and like material, like socks and like large socks that were orange and white. Like I can see these orange and white striped socks here, and like really large socks. Okay, if you can make that out as a sock. Okay, so that looks like a Christmas stocking. So they get me to look at Christmas time. Oh, that's also song. This person keeps coming through with song references. Like, it's Christmas time, we're living life and we're vanishing. Okay, and it's something to do with around Christmas, and it could have something to do around Madonna and Janet Jackson, and it could have been an album that I was bought at that time of life. Somebody bought me for Christmas a Janet Jackson album, or a Madonna album. Was very much into Madonna or what's her name? I keep saying the names and then I forget because I'm trying to listen to the message. Janet Jackson and Madonna, very big influence in their life. They was given it as a birthday present, as like a Christmas stocking type sort of gift that was given to them back in the day. Does that relate to anybody? Because if it does, that person's here. Anybody? Does that relate to anyone? She's having a concert in town. Oh, okay. Janet. All right. So I don't know. I might be picking up on it. I can never tell when I'm channeling if it's a person that's on here, like it normally is when I'm doing tarot, or it's a future prediction, or I can never tell, guys. I really can't. I don't know where the energy comes from. But my mum liked Janet Jackson. There you go. So Danielle, I was looking at Toya Jackson, and I am going cold when she's here. But for some reason, they keep getting me to look at Janet Jackson and Madonna, and something to do with around Christmas stockings and Christmas time, like when you were kids or something like that. When I was young, I listened to the radio, waiting for my favorite song. So I don't know. And then I'm hearing it's Christmas time. So whoever it is may have died around Christmas, like December, January sort of time, or it might be their star placement. Okay, place could have been a fish, Pisces, and that would be March. So yeah, did anybody lose anybody around Christmas time? Because if you do, and it was a very special time for that person, they're getting me to look at the memories that you guys had together when the stockings were up and you were little and stuff like that. Okay. Madonna and loved Christmas. There you go. She loved Madonna and loved Christmas. There you go, Danielle. So that's my mum, like Janet Jackson. Yeah, so it is your mum. There you go. So you might not be able to see my hair standing up on my arm, but that's my spidey sense kicking in. So that is your mum there. So she's basically getting you to look at how precious the time was that you had together, Danielle. And it is Janet Jackson, and she's sort of like remembering those times. It could be something where her heavenly spot and her heavenly place of memories is mainly held around the good times. Yeah, it is. It's, yeah, definitely. So, like, I think that with deceased loved ones, when they pass, they hold these really good memories. And the ones for your mum were more to do with around Janet Jackson and stockings and Christmas time when you guys were all together. But it's mainly when you were little, is what she was saying, that, you know, when you were little is when she, I mean, I don't know if you lost your mum when you were little. It's kind of like she's getting me to look at more of how it felt like a long time ago at Christmas time, and all the Christmas songs and so on and so forth coming on the radio, and Christmas stockings. And it also is getting me to look at the smell of woodbine. Something like smoking woodbines or pine cones and woodbines and spraying them with silver spray or something like that around a pine cone is really what I'm picking up here. And I'm also picking up where inside of a car, it also smells of like creme fraiche. What the fuck? Creme fraiche? like pine cone fresh scent or something like that, like a smell. I mean, I can't smell, so I would probably be able to smell it now, and that would trigger it off. But I don't have a sense of smell, so I can't use that as sensing a spirit. But there's something here around pine cones, silver, spraying them inside of a car, and the fresh smell of wood. Okay, now I'm also going on now to another message of someone that may have smoked woodbines, okay, or woodard or wood, okay, woody or woodbines or anything that is down Wood Street, or is like wood being a specific name, Woody Harrelson or Harrison. So is there anybody here that has a name of Harrison? Harry or Harrison has H in their name. I smoked weed. Well, you're from LA, right? Yes, my little cousin passed in car crash by herself. Okay, so, okay, let me take that name down because I think she's here. Quina. Quina? I am dyslexic as hell. Alexa, how do you pronounce the name Quina?
I pronounce that the name Kiana, but
Kiana.
I'm always working on how I say things and I might not have it
Yeah,
right.
right, sweetheart. Shh. Kiana. So that was it, because it was to do with Keanu Reeves, and they said speed. So that's what was bringing me on to what her name is. I couldn't quite hear it properly. So it's Kiana, right? So this Kiana person that is here now, she's come back now, is something about a car accident, and maybe it was involving either speeding, okay, or maybe under the influence of dexedrine or speed. Could have been cocaine, but I'm hearing more speed. And if it wasn't under the influence, it was in a car speeding, okay. Kiana, have you got anything else to say? So I don't know why a song coming up, I just called to say I love you. So she was on her phone at the time, and she was making a call to someone to say that I love you, and it may have been a boyfriend. Oh wow. So I'm going really cold. So she's saying that she was on her phone, and she was making a call to a boyfriend or something, and I was just calling to tell someone I love them, got distracted, and something happened here. There is hi Kim. There's okay, so I think there's maybe a few messages here, because there's one from Keanu, okay, but there's another one around someone that may have had an accident in a car that was involving, like, where I was on my phone, like I wasn't looking, and I was making calls on my phone. There is something around that here for someone. I'm high too in New York, so respect. Man, I need my glasses. I really need to get. Anybody else want to donate like $2,000 and get me a decent PC so I can use a laptop? I'm high too in New York. Respect my fault. I get talkative to help along with I'm high. Paranoid me room. Oh, okay. So hopefully you guys are joining. If you're joining, it gives me more incentive. Okay, so you can join below. It says join for perks. It's literally only $2 or $3. It really helps me out if you guys join, because I don't want anybody to miss these when I do them. Okay, I can't tell you all at once who's coming through and who's not. But I also need paying, and I'm left it very cheap, so hopefully everybody can get a message. So what can I see next? So we've got Hanley was my dad's last name. Hanley. So we've got John. So hold on a minute. So have we got any other messages? Anybody else want to come through? So the Keanu came through. and said her piece, and it was to do with around a car. Wasn't watching, looked on my phone, phoning my boyfriend or girlfriend or whichever way, but I'm hearing phoning my girlfriend, boyfriend. Make up your mind, is it another spirit? Girlfriend. Okay, so I think I've got another spirit here now that's saying that was in a same-sex relationship, but also liked both boyfriends and girlfriends. So I don't know what kind of gender that is. Sorry, I just don't like labels, so I don't know what people call people these days, Dave. But I'm hearing that was in a same-sex sort of like relationship, like men and women, both girlfriend, boyfriend. I was very confused at the time and under a lot of pressure because I didn't know. I felt ashamed and I felt embarrassed. Okay, there's someone here that got under pressure and may have committed suicide at some point. Sorry if these messages are really, like, you know, but I can't get in my head and worry about that. Sound like a narcissist. I can't worry about your feelings. Sorry, of course I do as a human. Right, so there's a message here out of someone that was maybe caught up in some kind of situation where there was like same-sex stuff, but there was embarrassment. Like I was really embarrassed in order to say like my gender, and I got really confused. And I don't know if this person may or may not have committed suicide here. If it wasn't because of that, it could have been a numerous amount of things that were building up with this person, but they could have been in different sort of like relationships with gender wise. What about suicide? Jordan was my best friend, please channel him. Okay, so we've got Jordan. Okay, so Jordan. Okay, so I'm hearing fighting Jordan, because it's getting me to look at someone that I know called Jordan Gill, and he's actually a boxer and a fighter. So normally it'll be catchphrase, getting me to look at phrases of things. And there could have been fighting on the streets or something like that, on the streets of Philadelphia. Okay, there's someone here also that may have had AIDS, that could have died from AIDS. Could have been from Philly, or on the playground is where I spent most of my days, wherever that is. And it was to do with around fighting on the streets. Got shot on the streets. Shot. Oh, big capital letters. Shot. 3 times. Okay, so so someone here got shot 3 times. I got shot once, I got shot twice, I got shot 3 times. There's that energy that was coming through as 3 times a lady. 1 was in the heart, 1 was in the lungs. They could have been an 8, which would be Leo Aquarian. This person could have been quite large, stomach-wise. Okay, I got shot in the stomach. 1 in the head, 1 in the stomach. Does that relate to anybody? I'm so sorry if that has, or if it seems really tactless the way I'm saying it, but like I said, guys, I can't worry about my ego when I'm doing this. So this person got shot in the head. Okay, there could have been. Okay, so they're getting me to look at 2 places where they were shot, 3 actually. 1 in the stomach, 1 in the body, and then twice in the head. It was kind of like top of the head and then at the bottom, and then sort of like, it was like a spray of bullets. Like it wasn't a gun, it was like a spray of, okay. And it was when they were running, could have been Cancerian or Life Path 7. And this person was running, and as they did, it was like a drive-by type sort of like, and the 3 bullets kind of like sprayed across the room, and they all landed in consequent energy of going down. Hopefully you guys can see that right here. Okay, if it's back to front, is it? I don't know. But three shots, and as it was, it sprayed across, and that was why it went downwards. Okay, and then after that went down, I went down. Yeah, I went down here. Yeah, so what they're remembering here for this person is the last scene, crime scene. There was a crime scene. I can remember watching the crime scene. Okay, so when this person passed away, they can remember standing there watching the flashing lights here, flashing lights here. Yeah, these are people. They're saying that, sorry if I'm doodling, but I'm trying to draw the vision that they're getting me to look at here. Okay, so these were all people here. They were also flashing lights, but they were people that were all standing around. Okay, so they're now getting me to look at that there were 3 people that actually maybe have took part in this shooting of this person. There was 3 of them. And they all took a what? They all took a shot? Tripod, 3 legs. 3 legs? Hangman. Oh, okay. So it was a Pisces that either got... Okay. They get me to look at this person here that's victimized as one of these people being a Piscean. Because they had 3 legs. They didn't actually have 3 legs. They were a Piscean 3. Life path 3 or Pisces. And it was this person, that the culprit that did it here. This one. Wasn't these 2. It was this one. So this is like crime scene shit. So I don't know if there's any of you police force out there, okay, that are looking for some kind of like instigating something, okay. But this person is a guy, I think, that got shot. And they got shot 3 times. And out of the 3 people that were involved, it wasn't these 2. These 2 took off running. These two enemies here took off running, and this one was the culprit of the person that shot this person here. Yeah, for sure. So that's what he's trying to tell me. I was shot 3 times, not by these 2, by this one. And is the name could have been K or R, KR or JR. Okay, that's the Jordan. Okay, so I'm hearing JR Hartley or KR. Jordan, that might have been Jordan here. Jordan. Okay. And this name here of this person could have been started with a K, and then the surname was R. KR. K. Oh, okay, that's a number plate. So he's trying to get me to look at a number plate, and the first 2 numbers on this number plate were KR, and it could have been a car that was a KA. I don't know if you have them over on in America, but there's a brand Ford, a Ford KA. Ford KA. So if any of you want to send this to the police, it's up to you. I don't mind if it relates to you. Okay. Ford KA. And the number plate could have had KR in the actual number plate itself. And it wasn't these 2, it's this one. And his name could have had K or R in it. This person is more than likely Jordan, that was shot 3 times. My Jordan is not involved with the specific channel. Oh, okay. So whatever this is that I'm picking up, they're trying to give a message to someone here. Okay. So what was that? Daniel had AIDS, unfortunately. Okay, I think I picked up that message, Daniel. Was saying something around there. So this one here is a shame, because this is really important, and I don't think this is actually relating to anybody here, but I can't stop spirit. She was a fast driver, lost control of the wheel in a curve and crashed into a tree not far away from home. She was only 22 years old. Okay, so yeah, there was a message there from that person, but you're actually not in green, so I don't know if you actually want to join and pay $3 for that. But yeah. Hey, from Scotland. See you, Splat Rabbit. Come up here and I'll get you a carrot. You alright? How is it up in there? I really want to come to Scotland. I really, really, really do want to come to Scotland. It's beautiful up that way, right? Yeah, so when I do, I'll let you guys know if you're from Scotland when I come up that way. Probably takes me about 7 hours to drive there, but I'm on my way to Scotland at some point. Pickman. So where do I pay for you to channel to, please? I think you're already joined. It's the join button. You see, I can't. The reason why I don't do this, right, for if you pay 40 or 50 pound for me to channel, it doesn't always work. I can't always guarantee that that's there, and I don't have the energy or the time to do it because I do tarot, I do patron, I do private readings, I do these, I do everything else. So I can't do it. So the way I do it is pay very little, get your messages. And then that gives everybody a chance to hear from their loved ones, right? Y'all should be able to get that. Unless you want to donate, you know, you can donate money if you want. Yeah, I've got Cash App, Danielle. I just don't know how to put it up. It's got my name on it. If you look on Cash App, it'll be Stephen Abbott, Steven Abbott. Okay, and hold on a minute. I'll open it up because I've only just got it. Cash App. Home. So how do you find out about, like, so it should be it should be a pound sign, number 7, capital, like 7 tarot 7. So 7 tarot 7. Stephen Abbott. Okay. There, look. Can you see it? Hopefully it doesn't give you guys my details. Is it upside down here? Probably. So what do I give you? The top name or the bottom name? Oh, now I've got to go back onto the other thing. I'm going to have to figure this out. Thank you, April. Hope some people have got messages. Yeah, that's it, Danielle. So, yeah, for mine, it's got a pound sign and not a dollar, but pound sign 7 tarot, but with a capital T, and then a 7 again. Yeah, you're right there, Daniel. But I think that's it. I'm not sure. But it should have my name on it. Okay, so where are we? My daughter passed away 22 on the 2nd of the new year. Her name is Brittany. So, okay, so this may or may not be important to anyone there, but there's a crime scene there of someone that was shot here. Unless anybody else had some sort of shooting that represented something here of somebody being shot, like it's a big one for that person because they can remember being shot. Thank you, Roberta. Hey, Megan, how you doing? So who was this this other name that I wanted? Brittany. Brittany, if you're around, Brittany, if you want to come through at any point and give any messages. Who else we got? M-O-I-S-E-S. Moses. Moses. Okay, so all I can really do, Spirit should be aware of what you're doing, right? They watch you as well as they watch me, so they should be aware that you're waiting for a message, right? So also got Dorothy. Anybody else want to give a message? Anybody else want to come forward and give a message to anybody that is watching here on YouTube? Okay, so I'm hearing a hangman or Hannah. Anybody's got H in their name? Hannah. Morgana. Hannah. Is it Hannah or Morgana or Morgan? Morgan, short for Morgana, Hannah. Dorothy is my grandma. Okay, I think there's two Dorothys there. Is anybody out here waiting for thank you, Jessica. Hannah, because there seems to be coming through. Hello, my name is Hannah. So you can leave your names, put your intention out of people, and when they come forward, if they do, they will start to tell me things, and then I'll come out with a story, and then you can tell me if that relates to someone, because I've got no idea. Right. So I'm hearing the name Hannah. My name is Hannah. My name is Jeff. Hannah. Okay, so your name is Hannah, but have you got anything to tell me? Secrets. Secret. It's a secret. I can't tell you. Well, that's not really going to fucking help anybody then, is it? It's a secret. I have secrets. I kept secrets. Okay, cigarettes. Okay, so I'm hearing that I kept cigarettes in my... Cigarettes. I'm very young. And I used to smoke and used to keep cigarettes hidden from my mum. There's a young girl here smoking cigarettes when I was young. I got caught. I got caught smoking cigarettes when I was young in the courtyard. Is that relating to anybody? Cigarettes. Got caught smoking cigarettes when I was young in the courtyard. Scotland Yard. Someone from Scotland. Scotland Yard. Okay, Scotland Yard is the police force. RAF. The RAF. The RAF. Okay, so we've got a war veteran here. I was in the RAF and my name is Jeff. Really? It's not possible, bruv. Ralph. Okay, I'm starting to spell out the name Ralph. Ralph. Anybody? Ralph. They're really not coming through clear. Anybody want to give me a true message of anything? Okay, so let's go with the flow. I was in the RAF. My name is Jeff, and I'm in the RAF, or was in the RAF. Yeah. Is this an old timer that's here? RAF. So anybody else? Hi everybody, let me just chill out a minute. Does anybody want to come forward and say something? Now's your time to come forward and say what you want to the people that are watching. Brittany, Moses, Dorothy. Dorothy. Okay, so follow the yellow brick road, Dorothy. Stockings. Okay, get me to focus on a little dog. Obviously, a little dog. Could have been Leo. Dog or a cat. God, I'm not getting anything now. Stopped. My heart stopped. Here. Heart stopped. Heart failure. Could have been a heart attack. Is there anybody here that represents maybe the name of this Dorothy where their heart stopped? Heart attack. Sorry if my spelling is not the correct way, it's just I'm dyslexic. Kim Possible. Heart failure. Okay, congestive heart failure. Okay, so yeah, there is something going on here around someone saying that my heart stopped. Heart failure. Heart murmur. What's a heart murmur? Beta blockers. I was on beta. Yeah, that's all to do with the heart blockers. Yeah, why am I hearing, if you want to beat the rest, then you want to be the rest? Roy Castleton, died of passive smoke inhalation, cancer. Okay, so the person that died with a heart attack and a heart murmur, is there anything else that you want to... This person's very old, like an old timer, like an elderly person. They don't really want to say too much. They're quite quiet, like very reserved. Don't really know what to say. Because sorry seems to be the hardest word for me to say. So what did this person like could never really apologize for anything, that there may have been like past experiences where the person never really said that they were sorry. I'm not sorry, but sorry. Sorry that I'm sorry that I left so sudden. But my heart stopped. Okay. So this person here is saying that I'm sorry that I left. I just don't think that they kind of knew that they were going to die, maybe. And they're saying that I'm sorry that I left so sudden. But my heart stopped. It's just someone here that had a heart attack. And they kind of like, you know, they were a little bit, as a spirit, they were dumbfounded the fact that they died. And then, I mean, you don't need to apologise for dying. But that's kind of what they're saying, that I'm sorry that I left, but my heart failed and there was nothing I could really do about it. And I came to terms with it because I knew about it. And I kind of knew that it was, that it was going to happen. So it was no shock. I can remember being resuscitated and shocked, resuscitation. But obviously it never worked. And now they're getting me to look at a casket here. Like a coffin here, or are they saying that I was coughing quite a lot? Okay, that person that died before that came up is here again, that committed suicide in a car, because now they're getting me to look at this car. I'm drawing a car, by the way, if you guys didn't know. That's what they're getting me to look at, is this like hatchback car here, and it was filled with smoke. If you guys can see what I'm drawing there, the car was filled with smoke here. But that person came up before in a channel message. They've come back again here to just make themselves known. Died in a car filled with smoke. Just couldn't breathe, smoking. But I want to go back to this person here could have been a Cancerian where their heart stopped. They could have had, like, they can remember dying, but they could actually be a life path 7 or a Cancerian, maybe. Was I hearing hammer time? Silver? Hammer time? That was MC Hammer. For some reason, was it around that time, MC Hammer? What was that, the 80s? Could have been in the 80s. They could have been 80-year-old. Or it was in, like, in the 80s. I was in my 80s. Okay, this person was 80 years old, roughly. Could have been Ralph also. I'm hearing Ralph. Ralph keeps coming through. Rachel or Ralph, 80. I'm 80. The 80. Mine getting on no plane, fool. I don't like getting on planes. Never did. I never did like getting on planes. Does anybody relate to an elderly person out there that may have been about 80 that never used to like getting on planes and you always have to go in the car? Had a blue hatchback, pacemaker. I didn't retreat. She had a pacemaker and it didn't restart. Oh, okay, there you go. So yeah, there's a spirit there. Real Empress Laurie B. I don't know if you want to join. But like, there's someone there that's saying that they, you know, they had heart failure, their heart gave up, they kind of knew about it, they, you know, it was unexpected. I wish I was still here, but you know, I'm not. Pisces, I'm not. And it happened suddenly, and it gave up. Probably about 80 years old, or could have been a Leo or an Aquarian energy. But I left. 8 of Cups, I left. I walked away. I watched you all walk away from the ceremony. The ceremony. Yeah, they can remember being buried or a ceremony of such. But I am picking up on a burial though. Like, not a cremation, but a burial. Yep, she lived in Chicago and would fly to see us in Louisiana. There's something to, yeah, I don't know why I'm hearing that about a plane, but I kept hearing, I ain't getting on no plane, fool. I would rather not. I would rather not get on a plane. Yeah, there's a message there from somebody. At 74 and a Pisces. Okay, Cindy, what was her name? Because I think she might be here also. Sorry if you guys have been leaving questions and names and stuff, but I can only give you messages of people that are telling me stories, because that's them coming forward. They take their time sometimes. Time is linear, doesn't exist in different planes. Sylvia. Hated flying. Okay, there you go. So hated flying. So yeah, that may have been another person coming through at the same time as that one. I ain't getting on no plane, fool. I would much rather drive than I would get on a plane. You wouldn't catch me on a plane. She's quite a stern person, this one. She's like quite clear with what she's saying. Like very demanding of like, I ain't getting on no plane. No way, Jose. Houston, Texas. From Houston, Texas. No way, Jose. I ain't getting on there. You ain't getting me on that plane. Bless your heart. Heart failure. Again, heart failure. I think it's coming through that other person that died of heart failure. I died of heart failure. Yeah, you can go now, sweetheart. We know. How rude. Sorry. Sorry. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm just like, do you know how many people there are queuing up in this bedroom? Sorry, a spirit just had a fucking go at me. How rude. Well, a lot of people do actually think that I'm very rude. So, what can I do about it? Hey, Jacqueline, how you doing? So, yeah. There's someone from Houston, Texas. I ain't getting on no plane, fool. You're not seeing me do that. No way, Jose. Jose. That's also a term that you would get in Houston, Texas, right? Jose. Yeehaw! I'm the cowboy. Riding cowboy. I would rather ride a horse. They could have rode horses. Not saying that y'all lot from up Houston, Texas. Not that you all drive horses, but how can you drive a horse? How can you ride this thing? Is that you speaking? Yeah, if you guys didn't notice, I'm smoking again. I'm Houston. I'll tell you now. Okay, there you go. So, I don't know. I'm hearing something to around getting on a plane. I ain't getting on no plane, fool. I would rather drive a car or a horse. Yeah. Okay, so anybody else? So we had the heart failure person that came in and just said that that person told me I was rude. So, sorry. I'm not being rude to you. Well, I had a message to give you. Okay, so what is your message that you want to give the heart failure? Can you tell my granddaughter that I love her? Okay, yes. So somebody here that died of heart failure. You guys out there are a granddaughter. It's your grandmother. She says, "Can you please tell my granddaughter that I love her?" So, well, she's coming across quite stern. Could be Putch's mum. "Can you please tell my granddaughter that I love her very much? Thank you." She's very direct. She could have been an Aries, maybe. Like, very direct. Like, "Can you please tell my granddaughter that I love her?" So, yeah, when I disregarded her last time, she said, "How rude." So, how rude. Sorry. Okay, that's all right. But I'm frustrated. I want you to give a message to my granddaughter and tell her that I love her. Okay. So, yeah, there you go. Could be Dorothy. This could be this Dorothy person. Was she quite like, like, I don't know, just like a direct person? Wouldn't really dilly dally about, just sort of, you know, straight down the line, straight and narrow. Always did hard work. Never really swayed left or right. Could have been Libra. Never really did anything bad. Just got on with life. Quite, direct person. Director. Very pointing. Don't you point at me. Yeah. So, I don't know. There's someone there that wants me to give a message. "Can you please tell my granddaughter I love her?" There you go. Yes, Taurus. Oh, wow, Kim. There you go. Yeah, it could be a Taurus. Yeah, why didn't I think of that? Yeah, it could have been a Taurus. Yeah. "Please tell my granddaughter I love her." Now then. I keep looking at this car. They keep getting me to draw this car here, look. I don't know, it might be something in a minute. Heart stopped. My heart dropped, so my heart stopped when I was driving a car. And I drove off the roads because my heart stopped. Here. Is anybody relating to that? I was supposed to get the car after she passed, and my mum said and I gave it away when I was 16. Oh, okay, there you go. So 16 is 7, Kim. 1 and 6, numerology is 7. That puts that at Cancerian or Life Path 7, or maybe, yeah, 7. So when I was 16, so you got a representation of 7 there, Cancerian, but that would be a car. If it doesn't mean a Cancerian or Life Path 7, it means a car. That's right near the energy of Dorothy here that's starting to, I don't know, sometimes they get me to look at like pictures and stuff or whatnot. And it's difficult channeling like 13, 14, 15, 25 different spirits at once. But I think I get there in the end. This Dorothy energy was getting me to look at 716. 716. Don't know if that relates to you, Kim. 716. But 16 is the energy of 7, which means chariot, Cancerian. And your message was, yeah, I never got the car. Yeah, there you go. So I stopped. It might mean that heart stopped. It might mean that I stopped before I got it. Like, here. Yeah, something to do with around I was panicking about getting a car or something like that, and I thought that something might happen, and like, so okay, it might be I'm sorry I stopped you. Here. It's some kind of message about a car being stopped anyway. Okay, so what else have we got? There you go. So I think quite a few people have had their messages today, but it takes a long time for them to come out. What we've been doing, an hour. I'll have to try and go live again tomorrow. Sorry if everybody's not getting their messages, but that's why I've left it cheap. Yeah, so my mum sold it after her mum, Dorothy, passed. So I'm going to stick with you for a little while there, Kim, so you can get your message properly. My mum sold it after her mum, Dorothy, passed. Yeah. I don't know if there's a representation of this 716 that may have been in the number plate. I know you said about the like 16 and it being 7, but I keep highlighting 716. So we're looking at 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23. At the age of 23. Were you 23 years old at that point, Kim, or not? '23. 3, 4, 5. Sagittarius, Taurus. Taurus. You said that Dorothy was a Taurus, right? Taurus is a 5. Taurus. 5. 23. I was 16 when she passed. Okay. So she might be saying that she can remember something that happened to you around when you was 23. When you were 23. Can you go back as far as... Sorry, Kim. But can you remember anything about, like, remember going back to when you were 23 of something that happened around 5? Like Sagittarius, Taurus, an argument, or something like that that happened when you were 23. Because there's a big milestone there. It feels like that is something that happened as a Target. Did you go to Target and buy something? You're American, right? So, Target. Oh my God, she was born May 25th plus 2. Okay. May 2nd, 5 plus 2. I don't know. I'm looking at 5 and 23. 3, 4, 5 is 5, yeah. So, but she keeps saying something happened at the age of 23. Got her diamond ring when I was 23. Oh, okay, there you go. I got her diamond ring when I was 23. There you go. Oh, wow, now I'm going cold. Bingo! Okay, bingo. Did she used to also play bingo? Bingo, full house. With a heart. I think she just said, yes, you've got it. Well done, Stephen. So, yeah. So I think that was the message of what she was trying to say. Something about 23. At the age of 23, a ring. Yeah, there you go. That's why I put a ring around it. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. A ring around 23. Bingo! Yes, congratulations. Did you get married at 23 or so or something? Congratulations and celebration. Da 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 da. My dad. I became a dad or something. I became a grandma. You became a... What? You became something at 23. A young girl. Young girl, get out of my life. Young girl, get out of my life. What's that song? Your Song. I'm also hearing Your Song by da 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 da. Blue Jean Baby, LA Lady, LA, Los Angeles, is it? LA Lady, seamstress for the band. Pretty eyes. He keeps wanting me to write bingo. Bingo. Young bingo. Young and hot. Elton John, yeah. Seamstress for the band. Ballerina, you gotta see her. Ballerina. Oh, skating. Ice skating. Yeah. Ice skating. She's ballerina, you gotta see her. I can't remember the song. Ballerina. She'd sing you. Oh, that's it. That also relates to the ring. Skating in the ring. She used to watch you skate in the ring. Here, ice skating. Skating in the ring. Brown girl in the ring. Tra la 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 la. She looks like a sugar and a plum. Plum plum. Yeah, so there's quite a few messages there. 23, diamond ring. Skating ring, also. Ballerina, you got to see her. She used to spin like a ballerina. Boom. So we've got a few pictures coming out here now. So we've had the car. That related to a couple of messages. That's so weird time, right? Have you seen how I do this, right? So weird, like time when you're looking at channeling, right? When I was drawing these, I was seeing the car and I was like obviously going through thinking, all right, that looks like a car. And then that was one message that was from one person to do with like heart failure, went off the road, you know, accident, so on and so forth. And then that same car that I drove, that was a message for one person, was the same message that came through as another spirit that was representing the 16, the car, then the numerology placement, but the car being the main focus of 2 or 3 spirits. It's weird time how they can do that. Like, it's like, Steve, we're going to get you to draw something, okay, but that one car is going to relate to like 3 spirits, and then once you finish that, we'll go back to the same car being this. Yo, guys, get it? Or like, it's weird. It's weird. It's like time. It is really diverse there, I feel, for them. It's kind of like how I see it is a spirit knows the future, so they manipulate the energy that comes through, and then they get me to draw stuff that's going to relate to a future message. Marty McFly. Martin. Danielle Martin, are you out there? Martin. Aston Martin. Aston? Anybody out there that's related to this message now that we're going through? So, Martin. Cancerian, Life Path 7. Aston Martin. Austin, Texas. Drove an Aston Martin. Truly amazing. Yeah, it is, right? Very strange how they work. It's like, because the way that just happened, right? I was looking at this as Marty McFly and Back to the Future of the DeLorean, right? So is anybody called like Dan DeLorean? I don't know, DeLorean, Dorothy, but like the DeLorean, okay, that went off into the past, present, and future. And then it kind of made me start looking at Martin, Aston Martin. This here could have been an Aston Martin. James Bond, 007, Cancerian. Back to the Future. My first or last name is Martin. Martine or Martin, Martini. Shaken, not stirred. Tim. Is there anybody out there that's Tim, the name of Tim? I'm also hearing Tiny Tim. Aunt Tiny or Tiny and Tim in the tulips. Dancing the tulips. Tim. Tin. Martin is his daughter. Martine. Okay. Martine. Yeah, I said Martin or Martine, right? Martine. So Martine is here. Yay, everybody. What? Celebration. Let's celebrate. Let's drink. Oh, okay. Okay. So there is something here about drinking and driving. It relates to the past message of the future again. Here. Drinking. Let's celebrate. Martine. In a box. Because of driving. Under the influence, maybe. Yes, a high school friend died a month ago named Tim. So that's two messages of two people that are coming through at once. Are any of you ever been to a clairvoyant evening? Where, because I've done this for many years, and like, it is so weird time. Like, you get two or three that are the same grouping of name. I really wish I could explain it. Okay, so you got Martine and then also Tim. Both energies here. Tim. Tiny. Tim. Very small person. They were like 5 foot. That relates to this message here. 5. Sagittarius maybe. I was only about 5 foot tall. Very small lady. Lady in red, she's dancing with me, cheek to cheek. Nobody can. Not a car, Tim. O-D, I don't know what ODD is. Odd. Where are we going with the message? Don't know. Very tiny, about 5 foot. 4 foot? 5 foot. 4 foot for you. You ain't going to be a 4 foot person, bruv, are you? Unless they were really small. 5 foot tall. My name is Tim. Anything that you want to say, Tim? Swimming. Why would you want me to look at swimming? I used to be an athlete. I used to like swimming in the Olympics. I was going to be an Olympic swimmer. Is anybody out there Olympic swimming or drowning in water? What is that? Oh. Because I keep looking at this car going in something of water here. Swimming. Tim. Tim, Chiroo. Kangaroo. Something to do with Australia. Kangaroo. Barbiturates? What's that? Barbiturate. That's a drug, right? Barbiturates. Barbiturates. Well, barbiturates in Britain are tablets, but they're quite strong tablets. Biturates. Barbiturate. Medication. That could be the Martin medication. Meds. I was on my meds. Oh God, it's absolutely pissing down with rain outside. It's lovely. Medication. Barbiturates. Is that relating to anything or anybody here? What have we got? Oh, overdosed is... Oh, ODD. Oh, okay. Overdosed. Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm hearing meds, barbiturates here. This is coming around to this energy here. Tim or Martine, I don't know. But it's something about barbiturate. Tablets, medication. It's kind of going full circle here, car. Span out of control here. Can you guys see what I'm drawing, or is it upside down? Okay, because these are all related to full circled energy. Barbiturates, medication, which could be drugs or alcohol, but I'm picking up more of medication, overdose or medication. Barbiturate, span out of control. Up here, Martin or Tim. Here, car, heart stopped. Overdose. If you go back to the beginning of the reading, when I was doing this at the beginning, there were messages here for people that may not have been watching at that time. There was about overdose going into water or drugs, drink, anything like that. Full circle. So now we're coming back again from when I first started the video. Woo, time. Medication, barbiturates, span out of control. The name is Tim. Here, car, overdose. Circle, 3. Maybe a Pisces or a life path 3. The world, traveling. Here. That might come up again in the future of the past. Oh, I love this, man. It's so cool. Can anybody hear that weather? Can you hear that on the microphone? It's like absolutely caning it down out there. He was a heroin user. Okay, well that is barbiturate. That is a form of drug, is barbiturates. I think they use barbiturates for blocking. Alexa, what are barbiturates?
Barbiturates are a class of depressant drugs that are chemically derived from barbituric acid.
Oh.
They are effective when used medically as anxiolytics, hypnotics, and anticonvulsants, but have physical and psychological addiction potential as well as overdose potential among other possible
Overdose
effects.
potential. Okay, so I don't know if you heard that thing over there speaking, I don't want to say its name, but I did pick up on the overdose. Overdose. I think barbiturates are what they use to try and bring someone around. Yeah, they are. So in medical terms, barbiturates can be what they use to bring a person out of a like a slum energy of depression, or they use barbiturates in a hospital. But what I did pick up, what that thing over there did say overdose. Overdose. Overdosed. Circle here. Yeah. Inside of this circle there are no corners to hide. Change, watch with all this change time. What's with all this change? Years go by, but I'm still the same. Inside of this circle there are no corners to hide. Keeps me back this time. Faith, what's with all this faith? Yeah, there they are. They quite have a tall head, like a long face here. It's a clock. Tick, 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 tock, tock, tock. Oh, they had a bump on their head. This person here had like a hole in their head. Had long, it kind of get me to draw their hair. Like it lapped over. It's like a parting there, and their hair went down here. Can you guys see that? Their hair went down here. It wasn't a middle parting. It was off to the side a little bit. They had a side parting there, and they had this bit cut short here. Okay, and then their hair, there was quite a bit of it that used to just kind of drop down to the side of their face. It wasn't really long, but it wasn't a center parting. It's more there. I don't know if that's the right way up or not. Oh, Ralph. Oh, Ralph came up. Hold on a minute. So Ralph, Austin, Ben, Brad, blessed her letter, I hope, from. So Ralph came up here, look. Ralph, but I put RAF, but I can't spell. So Ralph, yeah, there you go. But I didn't spell it with PH. I spelled it as RALF because I am dyslexic. But yeah, Ralph did come through here. But y'all guys need to help me out financially. Please pay or use Cash App. Okay, the link was here by someone. It is 7. The pound sign. Can anybody remember in the chat what my Cash App was? Or leave a donation or join here. Where's Danielle? Is she gone? 7 Tarot 7. The pound sign 7 Tarot 7 is my Cash App. Or you can leave a donation or anything that you like, but it would really help out. Or you can leave a super chat or join. $2 or $3 and Steve will draw you a picture. What we done? I've got to go and have my tea. We've got 4 readings out tonight, guys. We'll do this another night. Put your intentions out, okay? Let your loved ones know ahead of time. If you want them to come through when I do another reading like this, should be in another few days because the next one will be a tarot reading for people that want messages. Put your intentions out now, okay? Tell them that you want me to contact me to let you know the next time I do a video that you want messages. And let's do that, okay? Yeah, you need to be joined on the... You need to come up in blue or green there. You need to come up in green. That means you need to join the join button below. It's $2 or $3. That's all. Really doesn't cost a lot. Okay, and it helps me out and it gives you your messages and everything else. So, guys, make sure that you put your intentions out that you want the next time when I go live for the person to come through. Okay, that will give us time for them to approach me and know, because they know about time, I don't. And then we'll go through that. But yeah, there you go. So there's quite a few messages there for you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much. You got 4 readings coming out tonight on YouTube. I've done all the rest of them. So I think Aquarius, I'm not sure if I've done Aquarius, but Taurus, I don't know, quite a few. Anyway, thank you so much, guys. Really do appreciate it. All for the newcomers as well. Put your intentions out and I will catch you guys very soon. Thank you so much and I'll see you later. If I can turn this off. There. Turn off.